Hey, come on, stay with me. Stay with me. We're losing him! We're losing him! He's dying!
Yo, Constantine, I'm losing my mind over here. Disney just dropped another Tron flick, Ares or whatever, and it's got me feeling like I chugged a bad pre-workout. We never needed a sequel to this neon nightmare. The first one? Straight up Star Wars rip-off cash grab. The second? They barely finished it before ditching the whole thing for Marvel and lightsabers. And now, with those IPs mined drier than my protein shake after leg day, they dust off Tron like it's the emergency glow stick in the franchise dumpster. All it's got going for it is vibes, cool lights, synth beats, zero soul. I'm Lunk, he's Constantine, and tonight, we're unplugging this grid for good.
Lunk! Tron is Disney's Desperation dial-up, a flickering warning light every time the mouse house smells a little market slump. From 82's sci-fi gold rush to 2010's half-baked sequel, and now 2025's reboot roulette. These films scream, we are out of ideas. Recession incoming! It's the cinematic equivalent of rebooting your router with a Wi-Fi tanks. We're getting to the bottom of this one. Tron, short for electronic, or just a lazy acronym for totally ridiculous over-budget nonsense. Born in the shadow of Star Wars, and resurrected now that the big IPs are wheezing. Disney's been chasing that digital high since the 80s, but each glow-up hides a bigger crash.
Alright, beam us back to 1982. Disney's starving after a string of flops. Then Star Wars drops in 77 like a meteor, making $775 million and turning George Lucas into a god. Everybody's slapping lasers and space operas together. Enter Tron. A programmer zaps into a computer world, fights evil programs on glowing bikes. Budget, $17 million. Huge for Disney then. Gross, $50 million. Profitable? Barely. But it was there, we got this Star Wars at home. What was the plot? Stakes? Characters? I don't remember. Something Flynn trying to get proof for his IP. Something gladiator death race.
Lunk, Tron wasn't born in a vacuum. It was Disney's frantic pivot after the 70s oil crisis, and box office blues tanked their bottom line. Star Wars redefined blockbusters, merch, toys, endless sequels, and Disney still licking wounds from flops like The Black Hole. Saw green. They greenlit this wild pitch from Steven Lisberger. Live action mixed with early CGI, all to chase that space opera high. It's scraped by a novelty. Those backlit suits and disc throws, woo, tech nerds. But you can't run a media empire on consignment. Disney was already hurting, diversifying into theme parks to survive. Tron was not the dub they were fiending for, just a symptom of a studio scrambling for the next big bang.
Constantine, I get the tech flex, but without Star Wars' force, it's just the dude yelling at code. Feels like showing up to a lightsaber duel with a flashlight.
Tron's glow is dimming fast, and we gotta get through the rest of the video.
Fast forward to 2010, Disney's riding high, Pixar magic, but live action's itching for a win. They dust off Tron 4 Legacy. Jeff Bridges is back as the old dude and his evil digital twin. Son dives into the grid for daddy issues and glowy fights. The budget balloons to $170 million. Gross, $400 million worldwide. Sounds solid, right? Nah. They pumped it full of Daft Punk beats and 3D hype to mask the meh story that was just as forgettable as the first movie. But here's the tea. Sequel plans were cooking by 2012. Script locked. Locations scouted in Shanghai. Then bang! Disney swallows Marvel in 2009. Lucasfilm in 2012. Star Wars and Avengers? Fat City, here we come. Tron was gleefully shelved and collected dust for another decade or so. They scrapped Ascension faster than you can say Force Awaken. Why grind on mid-tier IP when you got Infinity Stones and Jedi?
Tron was Disney's last gasp before the acquisition avalanche. Post-2000s, they were bulking up, buying Pixar in 2006 to stem animation woe, with Marvel's $4 billion grab in 2009 and Lucasfilm's $4 billion in 2012. That was the Empire striking back. Tron Legacy eked out profit on visuals and nostalgia, but it wasn't Avengers level. Director Joe Kosinski had the third film prepped, but Disney pivoted hard. Star Wars sequels, MCU phases, $20 billion in revenue by 2015. Tron got de-rezzed, a casualty of corporate conquest. It wasn't just scrapped, it was sacrificed on the altar of bigger franchises. Downturn dodge? Nah, This was the pivot that exposed how reliant Disney was becoming on bought IP, not homegrown hits.
Constantine is like they found the Holy Grail and traded it for a red party cup. Legacy had vibes for days, but the story? Gridlocked. Talk about peak abandonment.
More like discarding a buggy lightsaber knockoff for the real deal, but now with those grails running dry.
"2025 hits and Disney's sweat. Marvel's phase fatigue, Endgame was peak. Now it's multiverse mush. Star Wars, spin-offs, sputtering. Box office blues, stock dips. Bob Iger back from retirement like a zombie CEO. What do? Yank Tron from the vault for Ares. Jared Leto as Ares, a program loose in our world causing chaos. The soft reboot barely even ties to Legacy. Budget $200 mil easy. Early gross under $150 million and dropping. Critics, pretty pictures, plotless. Fans, where's my sequel? This ain't a revival, it's resuscitation on a flatline. Disney is beating on Tron's chest like an overworked ER doctor who's losing a patient.
Lunk. Post-Endgame, Disney's IP empire's wheezing. Marvel's $29 billion haul peaked in 2019. Streaming wars, strikes, pandemic. 2023 was their worst year ever. Tron Ares, a Hail Mary from development hell. Now it's a standalone real-world invasion flick, chasing AI buzz, but delivering a hollow laser show is some nasty work. It's not bold, it's bankruptcy bait. When your crown jewels are tarnishing, you polish the old brass. Market downturn, blinking red alert. If Tron is in theaters, start buying gold.
Come on, Constantine. The desperation is seeping through the screen. Look, I'll give it this. Tron's got vibes on lock. Original? That proto-CGI glow had 80s kids mesmerized. Legacy? Daft Punk dropping beats like digital thunder. That end credits jam still slaps harder than my deadlifts. Ares? Slick visual. AI dread. Leto looking intense. But vibes ain't a script, man. First one's a Star Wars knockoff with identity crisis. Legacy, daddy-son therapy in spandex. Ares, program plays God in traffic. Cool concept, zero stakes. It's eye candy for the algorithm age, but no heart, no hooks. Disney's banking on nostalgia fog to hide the hollow core. We don't need more grid, we need stories that don't evaporate after the trailers.
Tron's eternal curse, aesthetics over architecture. 82's effects pioneered CGI, winning a Hugo, but the plot's thinner than a D-Red Sprite. Legacy's 3D and score were a sensory overload, grossing extra on IMAX alone, yet it bombed critically for being style without substance. Ares amps the grit, real-world hacks, no grid romps, but it's still vaporware, troubled shoots, fan disconnect. Disney's learning that the hard way, one underperforming upload at a time.
So we got 82's Star Wars Shadow Puppet, 2010's Acquisition Casualty, and 2025's Desperation Disc Toss. Tron ain't evolving, it's echoing Disney's slump like a bad loop. The original rode the sci-fi wave, Legacy got orphaned for bigger fish. Ares? Scraping barrel vibes while Marvel multiverses and Star Wars sagas sag. We never needed another. It's all glow, no go. Hollywood, unplug this thing before it crashes the whole system.
You said it, dog. Tron's a time capsule of downturns. 80s innovation drought, pre-acquisition panic, post-overmind malaise. Each film's a flare, pretty, but pointing to profits piling up elsewhere. Disney's empire is vast, but when the core IP flickers, they reboot the relics. This ain't the end of the grid. It's a warning. Innovate or de-res. But Lunk, vibes got him this far. Who knows? Maybe Ares sparks a cult surge. Nah, probably not. Tune in next time. We're always moving with the movies.